He's been ruled out, so he obviously won't be involved. Hello? Hello? Okay. 𝐶𝐸𝐻𝐿, he's been ruled out, so he won't be involved. Lungengidi, he's been added to the squad. In terms of the starting 11, we'll finalize that tomorrow once we've had one last look at the wicket. Looks a lot more fresher than Kolkata. A little bit more grass on the wicket. So I guess visibly it looks like it'll play a lot better in terms of the variability of the bounce. But yeah, we'd like to have one more proper look in the morning.
Temba, now that we know that 𝐾𝐸𝐲 is ruled out, but still South Africa looking at a slice of history when they walk out tomorrow to win a test series here. What's been the mood like in the camp?
Yeah, the mood is good. The mood is buoyant amongst the boys. We're excited to try and replicate our performances as we did in the first test. Also excited to be a part of the first test here in Guwahati that's been hosted. But yeah, I think, like I said, going into the first test, I think it should be an exciting, enthralling one. Everyone is looking forward to it, looking at where the series is at, the whole narrative around it all. But yeah, we'll just try and make sure that we lock in for the next 5 days.
Temba, do you think this wicket will turn from day 3? What's your take on the wicket?
Yeah, I do think so. I think it'll be more a traditional subcontinent wicket, good for batting your first 2 days, and then day 3 the spinners should come into play. So I think all the fundamentals that come with playing in the subcontinent, first innings becomes crucial from a batting point of view to really set the game up. And your spinners, in our case, Keshav Maharaj, Simon Harmer, supported by Aiden, have them come into the game within the second or latter half of the game.
Temba, hi. It's been a while since South Africa played a 3-test or 4-test series. Just how frustrating is it to play these 2-test series? And also, when you sit down to discuss with the South African board about the prospect of a 3-test series, how involved are you and the players in mapping out the schedule?
Players are not involved when it comes to mapping out schedule. Look, I mean, I think we've been asked about this countless of times, and I think every player that has had the opportunity to interact with the media, having that question in front of them, has voiced out their frustration. Look, however way the series goes, 1-1, 2-0, it would be nice for a 3-4 match series against a formidable team like India. And I think it's just good for the fans, really, where people get to see good cricket, one team dominating, another team dominating, but there also being an opportunity for one team to come out as victors. So, look, I mean, like I've always said, as players, all we can do is just what we've been trying to do out on the field, keep playing good cricket, and I think that will attract the top nation, other nations, to play a lot more cricket. We woke up this morning to watch the Ashes, and we watched with a bit of jealousy, knowing that they've got five tests. They'll be going at each other. So, yeah, hopefully not too far in the future, but more in the future, in the near future, we'll go back to playing 4 tests against India, whether here in India or back home in South Africa.
Hello Temba, welcome to Guwahati. My question is that for this match, there has been quite a bit of changes in the session. First tea will be taken first, then lunch. How does that for this the mindset affects on the players? Because it's new for players like you. And you have said about the pitch you have seen a little bit of grass. Do you think the toss will be crucial tomorrow?
I think on those wickets, the toss doesn't become too big a factor, similarly to comparably to what probably Kolkata would have been like. But in saying that, you want to win the toss. You know the advantage of batting on day 1, day 2. So I think that still becomes an advantage, but not such a deciding factor. And then, yeah, in terms of the changes, it will be something new. Having tea before our lunch, don't think it really changes much from a cricketing point of view. I guess it's just us getting our mind around the fact that, instead of the usual 40 minutes, we have 20 minutes, whichever way we'll be batting or bowling first. Yeah, I don't think it really changes much.
You said Lungi and Giri is in the team as cover or back. Given the change conditions from Calcutta, I know he's not played a lot of Test cricket in the last year and a half. Will there be a temptation to play him? Ngidi, is there a temptation to play Ngidi given the changed conditions from Calcutta?
Yeah, what about Ngidi? Sorry, I didn't hear.
I was saying, is there a temptation to play him in the 11?
Oh, is there a temptation to play him? Yeah, definitely. That's why he's here. Look, I mean, Ngidi, we know what he can do with the new ball. So if there is a bit of assistance with the new ball, especially with the early morning starts, he definitely comes into play. Like I said, why not make that decision early on in the morning? But I mean, any player that comes into the squad, especially the Test squad, he comes in with the backing of everyone, and from our side, there's an expectation that they are ready to take part in the game.
Themba, you're on the cusp of a series victory after about 25 years, and it's not something that happens very regularly, beating India in India. Also considering how the light fades towards, you might not necessarily get 90 overs every day. Considering that, will there be a temptation to slightly not be overtly aggressive, or will you still want to win this clean sweep, do a clean sweep, or just play for a draw and just take the series win?
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, every game you go out and play, you go out to win. So I think our mindset is not on protecting, the lead that we have. We wanna play from the front, and we will continue to do so. So, in terms of the game, we'll play what's in front of us. We understand that yes, light does become an issue. But yeah, we don't want to go in there with that defensive type of mindset. Whatever opportunities are there within the game, we'll look to be ruthless and take them. But yeah, if there's an opportunity for it to be 2-0, then so be it.
On Ngidi again, I think one of the reasons given for initially not selecting him for Pakistan and India was in the subcontinent, we have other guys with maybe more skills suited to the conditions. Was there something communicated to him, some specifics to work on for these conditions, and has he been doing that, even before he got called up?
Yeah, I mean, communication is a big thing within the team. So I think Ngidi wasn't under any disillusions about him not being included within this Indian Test squad. I think with that being said, the guy has a wealth of experience, and in a game like this, where you want to be able to call upon your experience, I think it would be
আপুনি চাই আছে ND24 সৰ্বশ্ৰেষ্ঠ নহয় সৰ্বোত্তমৰ দৌৰত।